It's move-in day, kind of. It's the first of what will probably be several move-in days. As you can see, the boat is still kind of a mess. Not all the systems are hooked up, but enough of them are hooked up that we are going to move in today and start sleeping in the aft cabin. I'm Andy, that's Kirstin, and this is our boat, Magic Dragon. It's taken us a little over a year, but we almost have her ready to put back in the water and take off on our sailing adventure. Subscribe to join us on this journey.
Yeah, so it's still a work zone, so we are going to try to compartmentalize the tools and all of the equipment that we need, and then make space for all of the living stuff. Most importantly, my coffee maker. So if anyone has ever renovated their house, they know what it's like living in a work zone.
The first little bit of cleanup is going to be putting these water bottles in our newly operational fridge.
Ooh, look how nicely those fit.
He's learning. He got himself up on these two stairs.
Why are you wearing your sunglasses?
Safety first. Just kidding. Just have it. If I wanted to go safety first, put these on. Part of cleaning up this area is our little like drop-in box over here. When the cabinet's lifted up, like its framing got shifted a little, so it's pretty hard to put back down. We're just gonna shave a little bit off of one side. That, or you want a smidge more?
No, I think that should be good. I don't think this has ever been cleaned. I almost have this little corner of the galley and these cabinets cleaned out so we can put like what little kitchen stuff we have back here, keep it organized. And I'm reminded how much counter space this galley actually has. It's just been covered up by tools and stuff so far, so I'm very excited about all that counter space. I just brought in the most important thing that we need on our boat, at least for right now. So let's put this in the fridge so it starts to cool down. Alright, let's clean this sink. Cleaning stainless steel. What is this? It's not stainless. What is this?
Might be.
Whatever this is, cleaning these things is like my favorite thing to clean. Because it gets so clean, so shiny. You know what product to use. It's not perfect, but it's much better than it was. Now I gotta clean this and...
I think it looks pretty good. So part of being able to live on the boat is we need a way to cook on the boat. We're gonna go with a new propane stove. We showed you that in a prior video. We have to kind of trim up the mounts here so that way it fits in the space. But I also need to put up a new controller. So this controller, what this does, well, this is the old one, but we'll have a new one where from inside the boat it has a propane monitor and it's hooked up to a solenoid that's outside the boat that can turn the propane on and off remotely. Very big, very important safety issue. I haven't seen him drinking it yet. It's one of those days where, for the most part, we've actually been very good about working all day. But it's just been like cleaning and reorganizing the mess that we've made over the last 2 weeks, so it doesn't really feel like we've gotten any big projects done. But now we're gonna cap it off by putting our bedding in place and then going and getting some dinner.
Let's go.
Now the bed's made. We have our pillow.
We got our pillow all the way from our powerboat.
You are my anchor.
That's what it says. Good job, you can read.
Yeah, I know.
I think for this bed, I'm going with like, I don't know what it's called, boho chic.
Boho chic?
Is that a design term? But like it's like
not just boat chic.
Yeah, boat chic. Like it's like messy comforter. Like the sheets can be a little bit messy, like messy comforter, and that's just like how it is. Let him sleep. He hasn't had a nap all day.
How do you feel it? I guess it's not the end of move-in day. We still have groceries and stuff to go get.
I feel actually really good. Just like the little bit of cleaning that we did in the galley and stuff. So it feels, yeah, more like a living space than a construction zone.
Yeah. Let's go get groceries and food. First morning staying in the aft cabin. Made Kirstin some coffee. Let's go give it to her.
Good, it's a little bit chilly here. I got Spock to warm me up.
We left the hatch open all night, and it was like in the 50s last night.
Other than that, it was fine. I had my mask to block the light in the boatyard, and then I didn't really hear a lot of noises.
Okay, I'll let you do your coffee.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Okay, Spock, yeah, watch
And then we'll plan what we're doing today, because we still have a lot to do.
Me and Spock are staying in bed till it warms up.
We've all had our coffee and breakfast, and Operation Liveaboardability is underway. What we're trying to do next is we got to get this oven back into place for a few reasons. One, so that we can cook on it. Two, because I don't want to build the cross shelves inside of our cabinet here until the oven's in place, because this could shift a little. So we want an oven, then we'll measure off of the oven being in. But what that means is I gotta run the new control wires for the new solenoid. And what that means is I have to take off this piece right here, because the wiring runs underneath that piece. We've got our mousing wire out there in the corner. This is the new, this is the old. Other side of our mousing line. Making good progress. We have, I'll explain what all of it does, maybe. Let's see how good I am in explaining. This is the propane tank. It's basically a bomb sitting on your boat. It can blow up on you. So make sure this is in good shape. This is the regulator. So this controls the flow out of the propane tank. This is the remote solenoid. So these lead wires will go back to this control panel inside the boat. So from the inside, we'll be able to turn this valve on and off. The big supply hose gonna end up going right there, and then feeding all the way back to the stove.
Also, to be clear, we will be exchanging this propane tank. Andy said to make sure it's in good shape, and this one is not.
I didn't get any footage of this, but our little mounting pieces were too wide. So I took them over to our mechanic's house and used his table saw, took 7/16 off both sides. Now we're gonna see if the oven drops into place. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Got it.
I didn't think that would be so exciting, seeing it back in place, but it makes me so happy.
Yeah, looks good.
You only got 2 screws in each of the mounts, remember?
Yeah, I know, there's only 2 screws holding this up too. So now, we're just gonna sit this right here, but we gotta take it up, take everything back off, because we're gonna glue it down too.
Okay.
So we're gonna glue these guys. This is still rolling. This is the thing that we took 7/16 off both sides, here and here.
Ready? Arts and crafts with Kirstin.
Okay, other side. We'll need to fashion a little block that we can use to like hold this. So I need your like consulting wisdom. This covers, so how do we go about getting these holes drilled into here correctly?
I think if we take tape, like painter's tape or something, and like tape over this, and then you can mark the holes like through the painter's tape, and then take it off and put it on there, and
put it on that there.
Put it on that there. And, oh my gosh. So then what's gonna happen? That's the old one, and this is the new one. Now, putting it in here, like so. Oh my gosh, it's gonna look so good.
Okay, we got it all wired up now. It shows on and off, on, off.
My job today is trying to fix one of the front forward hatches. It's leaking a little bit, so we have to figure out if it's coming through the glass or somewhere else. So first up is we have to take the tarp covering that's over it now. We have to take that off, and then we have to get the glass popped out. I'm gonna try on top of the glass now. Alright, so just rebed the glass.
Yeah, it was definitely coming through in this corner, like underneath the glass.
Okay, but you didn't see anything, I mean, like everything else that's good, or?
Yeah, I didn't see anything else coming in anywhere else. This one doesn't seem nearly as loose. You might have to go in here with like that thin scraper and the rubber mallets. That way, you know, if the mallet bounces off this, it might not hurt it.
Yeah. We got the glass popped out of this hatch and have learned our lesson and put a trash bag down in between the hatch and closed it. Now when I scrape off all of this stuff, it falls into the trash bag and not into our boat.
Anyone who says the Hans don't learn, this right here is proof. Last time we didn't tape, it just kind of went everywhere. This time we tape. Okay. Looks pretty good.
Finally.
Because our Airbnb ran out, we had to move on the boat. I already showed you guys that, but that means we had to get this bed set up quickly, and we got it set up before we got the new propane line run. So unfortunately, that means we're gonna have to move all of this again to get to what's underneath.
Yay.
It's coming in back there. I'm gonna run it under here. It passes through there and goes out back that way. And not flashlight. Those holes back there, we gotta get it up through those holes. Always something. So this is like a 1/2 inch. The nozzle on the back of the stove is like 3/8. So we're gonna have to get the adapter to go from a 1/2 inch down to 3/8. You have to be very careful because it has to be like gas rated, so you can't just go buy like any brass 1/2 inch to 3/8 adapter. So we'll get one of those, get it hooked up, but at least now it's like ran to where it needs to be. We can put the bed back. Now that the oven line's run, we can put this bed back in 3, 2, 1. It's back to almost being a bedroom. I have completely forgot to record. So anyway, we're working on roughing in these cabinets again, these shelves. We have these like backing boards in that we're gonna screw the back of the box. We're gonna fix the back of the box too. And right now, before I close up this back wall, I'm just really easily tabbing in the back. So we got one piece of glass down. Got to finish stippling the epoxy there, and then we're gonna have a second piece of glass back here. Sorry about the puppy. I don't know how much you can hear him whining, but he's still getting used to the new environment. So when one of us leaves, he's kind of got separation anxiety, even though the other one of us is still here. He's just over on the couch, whining away. The bottom shelf needs a cutout, so that way we can access all of the systems, the propane, the water, the power, that come up through the floor here. Amazingly, the old cabinets had 0 access to.
Well, because it was a fridge.
Yeah, that's right. It's a solid fridge unit. And so this is our pass-through. This is our door. It goes over top of it. It goes into the gap. But then we need the little ledges for the door to sit on.
We have the jankiest clamps.
Well, you just inherited these ones. I mean, these ones are real nice. And I thought there was a second one of these.
They don't have the rubber grippy things on the ends anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Sit like this.
Look at all that storage space. Ooh! What do you think? Can I fit my KitchenAid mixer in there?
That's close. That's real close.
Am I allowed to bring my KitchenAid?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to.
Could definitely fit in here if we just made a short shelf and you fit it in sideways.
Do we have enough power?
Maybe we will custom make a spot for your KitchenAid mixer.
How much do you want cookies and baked goods?
I know, right? So now we're basically to the point where we gotta trim this back just a smidge to close it back in. And we'll put that on and we can start working the trim pieces.
Why aren't you using the circular saw?
Because I can't get it around this edge. use a circular saw for this, so it's a nice straight cut. But like that last little part, I didn't want to take out the trim. Okay, hold your breath. Did I just ruin it?
Moment of truth.
Tape. I hate tape.
Oh yeah, if you guys don't know, Andy has like a phobia around tape. He can't stand it.
Sticky things.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does look pretty good, which, well, way off over here. Figure out some way to trim that in.
I mean, you said you were gonna put something back there anyway, right?
Back here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about putting another, like the wall up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if that's okay, that's okay. I think I'm gonna call it for tonight. Y'all, like most days, it's been a long day, but I think good and pretty fulfilling. It's the thing with like the boat work is they're hard days, lots of work, but you feel good at the end because like you accomplish something, you can like see that you've accomplished things. So right now we're gonna try out this grill. We're gonna cook on it for the first time.
The brats. Oh my gosh, it took me forever to find these in Walmart. I don't know why. I was over in, I don't know, the sausage section. What else am I getting? Just these for now, right?
Doing good things on the boat.
There,
Now
now
you can see it.
Yes! Alright.
Behold the brats. Tater salad, brats, pickles, Doritos, and drinks. First, a grilled meal on the boat. This one's yours. Oh, good morning. It is 6:29. I just got up. This is a day in our lives in the boatyard.